Okay, Sandra in Atlanta, you're up first as we hit the phones. I really, really appreciate your patience. And hello.
Hello, Rush.
Hey.
Hello. Hey, thank you for taking my call.
You bet.
I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller, so I'm a little nervous.
No need to be nervous. I appreciate that.
No, thank you for all you do to broadcast truth to the American people. And in the past few days, I've been listening to, Obama's gun control legislation or his actions that he's trying to take.
Executive actions. That's right. There isn't any legislation.
Okay, no legislation. Executive. Okay. So it seems to me that for boosting Obama's gun control support, it occurred to me that he would get more traction if he would approach his Hollywood producer buddies to make no more movies with guns. Wonder how popular that would be. And they could be the very ones to step up and set the standard for propagandizing the masses who watch their movies. Maybe it would have been.
Hang on. That's an interesting thought. I would take it in a little different direction than you're thinking. Let's first look at smoking. We know that smoking is now universally opposed. People think that it's filthy, rotten, dirty, and deadly. There is no pro-smoking lobby out there. Everybody hates it. Everybody's been convinced it's the worst rotten thing. Even e-cigarettes, which are nothing but water vapor, you can cause people to have a literal panic when they see one. Okay? Where in our culture is smoking portrayed in a positive, cool, sexy, exciting way? Movies. Everybody smokes in the movies. Everybody. It's incredible when you pay attention to a Hollywood movie or a TV show, the number of characters who smoke. Look at Mad Men. Now, I know it was a period show, but everybody smoked constantly. By the way, they used herbal cigarettes. They were props. I think. I mean, maybe some actually smoked. Point is, here's Hollywood that obviously is very influential in the pop culture, promoting smoking. Why do they do it? These are good liberals. These are good progressives, supposedly aware of public health, very conscious about it, want everybody to be healthy, don't want anybody to do anything to damage us. Why are they doing it? Because it looks sexy. It sounds sexy. The whole process of lighting a cigarette, zooming in on the flame of the lighter, the first wisps of smoke from the first puff. And then if it's a woman, shapely woman with the cigarette in her hand, she takes it away. It looks sexy. It looks cool. It's one of the allures of it. Now, you would think that if Hollywood was really serious about a bunch of progressive, a bunch of liberals interested in public health, that they would not make any movies with anybody smoking. So what's up? Why are they out there promoting? They hate big tobacco. The left despises big tobacco, and there they are giving away advertising for cigarettes. Why? Why are they doing it? By the same token, look at all of the gun violence in movies today. And not only at the gun violence, look, and this thing that's on Netflix, Making of a Murderer, there is something that's been going on in the movies for more than a generation. Subtly, the bad guys have become the heroes. The bad guys have become the good guys. The good guys, the cops, they're the bad guys now. Not just law enforcement, but decent, moral, the good guys, the characters that you end up liking and identifying with and rooting for, they're the bad guys in the movies. Goodfellas. Everybody loved what happened in Goodfellas. They're one of the bloodiest, goriest movies to come down the pike. And every one of those characters is murderous thug using a gun, and they were beloved. So if Hollywood wanted to get in on this and say, discourage gun use, seems they could do two things. They could make movies without guns, which would eliminate 90% of the movies made. 90% of the movies made are dramatic, violent movies that feature guns. So you have to make a movie with no gun. Or you could portray gun users as absolute scum. You could portray them as the most vile, despicable, hateful people in our country. If you wanted to influence people, moviegoers, if you wanted to try to influence them to either give up their guns or to drop their support of the NRA. But it is interesting because no matter where you look, and with smoking, guns, or any other number of free, wanton, anytime, anywhere sex, where it's all okay, and where it's all made sexy, and where it's all made cool, is Hollywood. Populated by a bunch of progressives who claim to be supporters of the exact opposite of the kind of stuff that they put out. Which leads to another question. So if they did movies where they changed it around and made the people that use guns the hated, despised antagonists, would it bleed over and influence people to hate guns and not want to use guns and want to get rid of their guns? Could Hollywood stigmatize guns and gun owners to the point that people would want to give them up? Or that public opinion could be shifted? Well, remember now, whenever Hollywood is criticized for its role, say, in mass shootings, like Columbine, or what the Matrix series was said to have been influential to the Columbine shooters. Whenever that's at Hollywood, no, you can't blame us. You can't blame us. You can't blame video games. That's crazy. It's just entertainment. We're not inspiring anybody. So when bad things happen because what's on the screen, Hollywood and everybody says, no, not us. But when it comes to abortion, I mean, Hollywood will do anything and everything it can to normalize it, promote it, make it look normal and healthy, and make pregnancy look like the disease. So it is curious the way they promote smoking and gun violence. Quick time out, my friends. It's just more hypocrisy at the very least, and at the worst, it's much more than that. Back in a sec.